Hey there, everyone. My name is Anthony Avina, and welcome to My Ghost Stories Halloween Edition. This special episode of My Ghost Story, we are going to be looking at one of California's most historically or famous historical landmarks, and a piece of property that is very well known for having paranormal activity. That is going to be the Winchester Mystery House. For those of you who don't know, the Winchester Mystery House is still a mansion that was once the property of Sarah Winchester, the wife to a very popular and powerful gun creator, I guess you call him. He built a company named William Wirt Winchester. After he passed away, there was a rumor that she was contacted by a Boston medium who claimed to be channeling her husband. And the medium told her that, let's see, alright. The medium told her that, according to her husband, Sarah should leave her home in New Haven and travel west, where she must continuously build a home for herself and the spirits of people who had fallen victim to the Winchester rifles built by her late husband. And so the rumor goes that Sarah dropped everything, took her inheritance from her husband's passing away, which came out to about $20.5 million, and also took the money that she continued to get for her ownership of his company, the Winchester Repeating Ammo Company, which turned out to be about $1,000 per day, but back then, in 1861, that would have amounted to $30,000 per day today, in today's economic times. She took all that money, she went west, and she spent the next 38 years adding on to a house that was never ever finished. There was no grand master plan. This house was continually added on to. And this house became very famous because there were often doors that led to nowhere, windows in places that didn't make sense. There were windows overlooking other rooms. There were stairs with odd-sized risers. And many of the structural changes in the odd structure of the house was attributed to her belief in the paranormal and ghosts. She believed that only by continuously adding on pieces of the house, even if they weren't necessary, would appease whatever spirits were haunting her. And so she continued to build them. I believe this actually led to her death in 1922. Apparently before the 1906 earthquake, and this house is located in San Jose, California, by the way, Northern California. The house before the earthquake was 7 stories high, but today it's only 4. I'm trying to look for what it says about her. Okay, I believe, according to this, she also had arthritis. She actually fell out of a door that actually led to the outside from one of the higher stories. And there's been a lot of talk about that, a lot of people have died because of the structural inaccuracies of this house. The house had 2 basements and 3 elevators, 17 chimneys, The home itself is built using a floating foundation that is believed to have attached to its brick base. There are roughly 160 rooms, including 40 bedrooms, two ballrooms, one completed and one unfinished, and as well as 47 fireplaces and over 10,000 panes of glass. Now that's a lot. It's on 162 acres. And many believe that now Sarah Winchester is one of the spirits that haunts this mansion, ever since her passing away. It is technically a Queen Anne style late Victorian house, and it was made a historical landmark. It is one of the most odd pieces of architecture you will find in not only California but the world. It's very unique and a very haphazardly built house, and it's actually inspired a lot of popular culture today. Recently, the creator of the survival horror game, The Evil Within, Shinji, and I apologize if I mispronounce this, Shinji Megami, he cites the house as an influence for The Evil Within. The house has been featured on Ghost Hunters in season 2, and they actually failed to find any evidence of paranormal phenomena in the house at the time. Doesn't mean it's not haunted, but it's interesting that they, at the time, were unable to find any sort of proof of the paranormal. And finally, one of the biggest inspirations in popular culture today was Stephen King's teleplay, Rose Red. Rose Red, if you do not remember, it was a television miniseries that shares a lot of similarities with the novel The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson, and it's very much like the Winchester house, where it's a house that has a lot of oddly built rooms, doors that go to nowhere. It's a very interesting story, and it's something that I think made sense to talk about with Halloween week coming up. Just an odd house, a lot of death, and a lot of paranormal affiliations with this house from the very beginning, since the first foundation was laid. And it's a historical landmark, and I highly recommend that anyone living in San Jose, California, go visit this place. I've always wanted to go there. I hope to go there someday. It's very interesting. Just watch where you step. But that's it, guys. That's my ghost story this week. I hope you enjoyed it. In the comments below, tell me, have you ever been to the Winchester Mystery House? If so, what was it like? What did you guys think? Did you ever experience anything paranormal there? Leave your thoughts on that down below. Thank you for watching. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Please like this video, comment on it, favorite it, and share it. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Check out all the social networking links down below in the description. And I will see you next week for another edition of My Ghost Story. Anthony Avina, signing out. Long days and pleasant nights, my friends.